Hello students, today we are going to start the fourth poem of your first flight book. The title of the poem is How to Tell Wild Animals. Before starting the poem, first of all, I will ask some questions. Can you tell me some names of wild animals? What will these animals do if they confront you on the way or somewhere? Let us see a humorous poem about such wild animals. The poet of this poem is Carolyn Wells. Carolyn Wells was an American poet and author. He was well known for her humor. In this poem, she has told us about many wild animals, their qualities, their identification. The first stanza is about Asian lion. If ever you should go by chance to jungles in the east, and if there should to you advance a large and tawny beast, if he roars at you as you are dying, you will know it is the Asian lion. Carolyn Wells, the poet of this poem, says that if by chance you should go to any forest in the east and suddenly any animal comes to you, and if he roars at you, he should be a large and tawny beast. Here, tawny means brown color and beast means wild animal. So, if any animal who is large in body and who is in brown color, he comes before you, and if he roars loudly as if you are dying, you will come to know that it is the Asian lion. Second stanza, or if sometime when roaming round, a noble wild beast greets you with black stripes on a yellow ground. Just notice if he eats you. This simple rule may help you learn the Bengal tiger to discern. Second stanza is about Bengal tiger, as you can see in the picture. Again, the poet says that now you are walking in the jungle. Suddenly, a noble wild beast, a gentle wild beast who is looking noble, gentle, he comes before you, and he has black strips. Strips means lines on a yellow ground. Yellow ground means body, skin. So it means if he has black lines on his yellow body, and if he eats you, he comes to you as he is trying to eat you. This rule can help you to identify the animal that it is the Bengal tiger. Third stanza, if strolling forth a beast you view, whose hide with spots is peppered, as soon as he has leapt on you, you will know it is a leopard. It will do no good to roar with pain, he will only lap and lap again. This stanza is for leopard. If strolling forth, you come forward in the jungle of east, and there is a wild animal whose hide means skin, body, is spot is peppered meaning is covered, whose skin is covered with spots. There are spots on its body as soon as he has leapt on you. In this stanza, the spelling of leapt is incorrect. Correct spelling is leapt. Meaning of leapt is jump. As soon as he has leapt on you, he comes to you, and he shows that he is jumping on you. You should come to know that it is the leopard. It will do no good to roar with pain. it will only show that it is attacking on you and it starts eating you. The victim may roar with pain, but there is no respite if one is attacked by the leopard. Fourth stanza is about the bear. He is also known as wild animal. If when you are walking round your yard, you meet a creature there who hugs you very very hard, be sure it is a bear. If you have any doubts, I guess he will give you just one more caress, though to distinguish. This is the next stanza. If when you are walking round your yard, you are staying in the jungle and you are walking in any yard of your staying place, you meet a creature there, you come to see a creature who looks that he is touching you very very lovingly, who hugs you very very hard. Hugs means he touches you very lovingly. Be sure, so you should come to know that it is the bear. If you have any doubt, I guess, the poetess says that if you have any doubt what is the wild animal it is, he will give you just one more caress. Caress, loving touch. He will give you one only loving touch. Now, next stanza. Though to distinguish beast of prey, a novice might nonplus. The crocodile you always may tell from the hyena thus. Hyenas come with very smile, but if they weep, they are crocodile. In this stanza, the poetess has differentiate between two animals. First is hyena and second is crocodile. Here in the stanza, the poet says, though it is very difficult to differentiate between the wild animals, because a novice might nonplus. Novice meaning is someone who is new in his job, and nonplus meaning is confused, puzzle. A person who does not know much about the wild animals, he can be confused to see between these two animals, wild animals, just as crocodile and hyenas. The poet here says that, but we can differentiate how? The crocodile, if there is any animal who comes before you and he is in merry smile, he is smiling at you, he must be hyena. But if any animal and he is weeping, he must be crocodile, because we always listen that crocodile's tears, crocodile के आंसू. So we can say if any animal is weeping, he must be crocodile, and if he is smiling, he should be hyena. Now this is the last stanza of the poem. The true chameleon is small, a lizard sort of thing. He has not any ears at all and not a single wing. If there is nothing on the tree, it is the chameleon you see. You have seen in the greenery, green place, forest, chameleon on the trees. Chameleon, girgit. It looks like it is a kind of lizard. It looks like lizard. But here in the stanza, the poetess tells us the differentiation between lizard and chameleon. And the main difference between both animal is the chameleon has no any ear, just like lizard, and it is not any single wing. If there is nothing on the tree, again the poet says that if there is, you have seen, you have listened that chameleon always change its color. So if there is, you seems to see that there is something on the tree and there is nothing on the tree, it may be chameleon you are looking on the tree. Chameleon does not have any ears or wings and it always changes its color, not the lizard. Thank you.